Dirty South, dirty, dirty. Can y'all really feel? I got the East Coast feel, West Coast feel. Dirty South, dirty, dirty. Can y'all really feel me? Feel it. East Coast feel. Say what?
Hey guys, and welcome back. It's me, Lydia Marie. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are playing with some color. I broke out one of my older eyeshadow palettes that I had custom made. I want to say back in 2020, 2021, something like that. All these shadows are from ColourPop, and I just made a little custom made palette. I was really feeling color, and actually I influenced myself because I was watching one of my older YouTube videos from 2020 when I did a purple halo eyeshadow tutorial, and I'm watching, I'm like, why don't I wear color on my lids anymore? I have all these beautiful eyeshadow palettes, and I tend to go for pinks, browns, nudes, which is nothing wrong with that, but I mean, look at the material. Like, I really need to start wearing color again. I'm going to put that video in the link below, and I'm going to pop it up here so you can kind of see the description of what I did in that video way back in 2020. So I influenced myself to branch out again in my makeup content. So today I'm showing you how I got this beautiful, colorful eyeshadow tutorial. If you would like to see that, please keep watching. And hi to my new subscribers. Welcome to the beauty family. Hi to those who have been holding me down from A1 day one. I truly appreciate you. Also, let's go ahead and get into some color. Alright, so my eye is all prepped. I carved out my brows and I put the concealer on my eyelid as a primer. I do have a little bit of scotch tape just here just so I can create the shape of the shadow. When I'm doing bold colors, I want it to be controlled, and I also want it to wing out just a little bit just to follow the shape of my eye, and my eye goes out. So these are the colors that we have in the palette. All of these are ColourPop eyeshadows. You know, ColourPop sells individual eyeshadows. Are all of them still available on the website? I don't know, because I did purchase this palette, I want to say in 2021, 2022, these eyeshadows. So they sell them individually for $5. So you can pretty much customize your palette, which is what I did. I customized all the colors in the palette, and I just was into colorful eyeshadow, and I picked up 5, or you know, enough to fill up this 9-pan palette. I think it's 12 pans, sorry. And so that's what we're going to use today. So one of the tips to wearing a bold color on your lid is to make sure you have something neutral or something brown to bring the colors together to act as your transition shade. I think I'm going to go in with the Jackie Aina palette, and I'm going to use the shade Credit. I'm sorry, is it Credit? Ginger. I'm going to use the shade Ginger, and that's going to act as the bridge between the bright colors. Sometimes you can do this with a black or a brown or a gray or whatever you have. You can just use that, but you need something to kind of hold the bright colors together, especially if you're wearing more than one shade on your eyelid like I am today. So I'm just taking my favorite blending brush from Target. This is a Sonia Kouchak blending brush, and I've had this for years and years. And it's nice and fluffy, it's nice and worn in, and I'm just going to take that brown around the crease of my eyelid very, very lightly, and I'm going to let this act as the bridge. The shade, I was able to pop it out of the palette. This shade is from ColourPop, like I said, and it's in the shade Try Me. You can look it up and see if they still sell this. This is what it looks like. It's a matte purple, but honestly, any matte purple will do. There's no shimmer in here. I love it so much. So I'm going to take another blending brush that's a little bit more tapered, and I'm going to tap that into there, and I'm just going to start to tap that in right up against that tape and just kind of build that color up from there. And then once I have it enough placement, I'm going to blend it out. I hope this comes out right. I should have practiced this before, but we're literally winging it. We're just going to have some fun with the colors and see what happens. And that's just enough of that bright purple, or that vibrant purple. And you see how it meshes with the brown, but it doesn't tone down the color purple at all. I'm just going to take a little bit more and do the same. And just, once I have it packed into place, just blend it out. Every step in between adding color, I'm going to take the same fluffy blending brush that I had the transition shade on, and I'm just going to softly blend around the edges of that purple. I know the other place I was trying to think of where you can get individual shadows is Sephora, and they have different shades depending on the year, but I think they're still like $5 or $6 for that. It's always fun to build your own custom palette because you can get all the colors that you like and that you would actually use. And obviously I was on a color kick for quite some time, and I really like color on my eyeshadow. I honestly don't even know why I stopped wearing it. Everything was so neutral and clean, girl, for a while, but let's zhuzh it up a little bit. I just had a moment where I was like, I don't know where I want to go next with this purple. If I should do this purple in the middle or do something blue or something green. And I don't have a matte green shadow that I don't think I do. And the yellow is a little bit chalky, but you know what? Let's play with the yellow and see what happens. I hope I don't have to take this off. No, that's nice. Let's just see how this works. Ooh, that's a nice little shade. I'm gonna do a little bit of yellow like I kind of did going up in my crease on my left, and we're just gonna see where this takes us. Oh, I should have practiced, but I actually do like the way that yellow looks in the corner. And hope it doesn't look bananas. And I'm just keeping it very, very close. Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay. All right, all right, all right. We just do that. This yellow is not as, it's pigmented, but it's a little bit more chalky. And it doesn't lay as well. I think this is one like you have to spray your brush and kind of pack it in. So I'm going to try to pack some of the color in. And you know what? Packing it in works. It gave me the little bit of pigment that I needed. On a whim, I just went in with this green shade on my lid. I just went in with it. It was calling my name, and I was like, I have to do something with this shade. And this is the shade. What is this one called? Super Zoom. This is called Super Zoom. On my eyelid, I went in with this shade green. It's a green shade. It's called Super Zoom. And we're going to pray that this works with the yellow because I'm just playing around at this point. But, ooh, but you know what? Actually, it kind of does because of the placement of the shadow. Yeah, I like that. That was a good idea. That was a good idea. Because I was going to do orange, but I thought the orange would clash with the purple. But leaving this little bit of green on my eyelid and just kind of taking it to the center. Yeah, I like that. Let's blend it out. Taking the clean blending brush again. I just cleaned it off on a tissue. This is the same one we put the initial color down. And I'm just going to take that yellow and take that purple and just blend it so there's no harsh line between the two. Trust me, when I put the rest of my face on, this is going to come together. I can see it now. I see what I'm doing now, and I got excited. And I think it's going to come together very nicely. That green on the eyelids, green eyeshadow complements brown eyes really, really well, by the way. So if you were ever looking to try something green and you have brown eyes, it's going to make your eyes pop. I'm going to take a little bit more of that dark, deep purple, and I'm just going to tap a little bit more in because I want that to pop up against the green. Just the slightest bit of that purple on a a small blending brush just on the tip, and we're just going to pack it right there just to give it a little bit more since we added that yellow, and I don't want it to take away. So this is kind of going to be like a purple smoke in the corner, which we love. We love a smoky eye. Now that it's packed in, I'm just going to blend it very carefully around the edges. I don't want it to interrupt the green at all. And we're just gonna do this. Dion was right. This may be a nice little pride look after all. For all my brothers and sisters and others who are members of the Ligga Bigga Tigga community. You know you have a friend in me. I would say I'm an ally or what have you, but either way, I am a supporter. But, oh, that purple is perfect. So now I'm going to take it off and we're going to do the rest of my face and then I'll finish the eyes. Take the tape off, I should say. For my foundation, I'm just going to quickly tap in the Born This Way foundation. This is the Born This Way undetectable medium to full coverage foundation, and I'm in the shade Praline. So I'm just going to put this on, and I've color corrected under my eyes. You guys have seen me put on foundation before. Nothing new here. I look like a zombie. So I'm going to put my concealer on. This is the House Labs Triclone Concealer. I'm going to put that in the corner because it's neutral and it's just like my skin tone. And I will have the shade linked below. I do believe it's 31 medium cool. And I'm going to use the Tower 28 concealer on my outer corner for brightness and to clean up anything from the eyeshadow. So between these two, this is going to give me a nice brightness under eye. Use the rest of my Tower 28 to do my normal concealing. We're going to let this sit for 30 seconds and then I'm going to do a little contour with my LYS bronzing sticks. Those are a nice little pigment and I don't have them up here. They're in my drawer, so I'm going to go get them. I actually ended up using my Fenty contour stick in the shade Truffle. I like that for the full look that we have going on here. And I'm just blending my concealer under my eye by patting it in first. And then softly going over the edges with this brush from Real Techniques. And I'm going to kind of connect the concealer without messing up the shadow. And I'm bringing it up right underneath that purple shadow to make that line as sharp as the tape had it. Do you see what I'm saying? And I'm not touching the eyeshadow at all. Being very careful just to kind of work around that and make the eyeshadow sharp. So I finished the rest of my face, the concealer and the contour off camera. As you can see, the concealer is nice and bright under my eye and connecting it to the eyeshadow without disturbing it. It gave it that sharpness that you need, that drama. So with a look like this, I'm going to keep the blush nice and light. I'm going to use the Pat McGrath blush in the shade Desert Orchid. It's a nice peach shade, but it's not too heavy. I want the focus to be the bright eye and not just have your focus going everywhere. So we're going to keep the blush nice and somewhat muted, but still with a pop of color just to bring it back together. You see what I'm saying? This is such a pretty blush, and that's another reason I was going to use a cream blush, but I was like, no, that's going to be way too much for me. So I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to take a little bit on my chin as well for a little bit of color, but not too much. So let's finish the eyes. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with the eyeliner. So I typically do not line my waterline with a black liner, but I think this look kind of needs it to bring the waterline together. This is just a basic black eye pencil, and I'm going to hold it flat instead of like this because I don't want it to be super heavy. And we're just going to kind of tight line my waterline a little. And I'm not going to take it all the way in. I just want it on the ends here. And then I'm going to take this green eyeliner that I have in the corner or on my lid. And we're just going to pull that all together, going over the black liner, a small angle brush. And I'm just going to fill that in. You see what I did? Perfect. Look how that mascara, 2 coats of that Maybelline mascara, look how it made my eyelashes pop. I think this is fairly new. I've had it and I just opened it today. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Firework Mascara. I put on 2 coats and I combed the edges of my lashes. I'm not mad at that. So we're going to also keep the lips nice and soft, nice and simple as well, because again, the focus is the eyeshadow, which I'm loving more and more as we go about this tutorial, but you guys let me know how you like it. I'm just gonna line my lips with a simple pink lip liner. This is from Buxom Cosmetics. And I'm gonna do a little bit of an overlining here, just for some fullness. And then I'm gonna add a gloss. This is from Maybelline. This is one of their hyaluronic acid glosses, and I think this is in the shade Gummy Bear, I think. It's one of the pink ones from the Candy collection. It's kind of an opaque kind of pink. And we're just gonna top that over. Feel free to wear a bolder lip if you choose. It's absolutely up to you. Do what you like, it's your thing and all of that. Then I'm going to take a little bit of this Charlotte Tilbury lip liner and just give me a little depth in like this area. Okay. Like so. And that's basically it. So this is the final look. Let's take a look at this eyeshadow. I'm really liking that. That is so pretty. I really like that yellow in the corner because it's just subtle enough, but the green, oh, it's just so nice. It came out way better than I expected. And now I'm trying to figure out, why did I stop playing with color on my eyelids? Like, everything was just so, you know, one tone, etc. I mean, do what you like, it's up to you, but I personally, I like color, and I'm liking this look a lot, and that's why I kept the rest of the face nice and soft, so the focus could just be on the eyes, because that's what we really wanted it to pop today. I hope this was helpful for you and that you enjoyed this look. I mean, I have to go take some photos now because it's just too pretty to not do so. If you made it this far in the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. As usual, I will have everything linked down below. Thanks so much for rocking with me and for the suggestions on how to wear this colorful eyeshadow. I hope you liked it, and I will see you guys back here for my next video real soon. Bye.